Terry, I see you on here. Welcome to the studio. I'm so glad you can join me. So, right now, my assistant just got here, running a little late. Terry knows who the assistant is, and a lot of you are gonna get to maybe meet her. We'll see. But, yeah, so I got my pre order. Let me turn this light on. I did get my pre order from the new holiday mini catalog. And so um, it's going to be majority decision on this. So there's some stuff. The video is probably going to go a little bit longer. Let me just kind of adjust that a little bit. It's going to go a little bit longer because we're going to do the projects and I'm going to do the pre-order. But do you want to see the pre-order stuff before I do the projects, or do you want it? I can't talk. Or do you want to see it after? Before or after? That's going to be the question. So, yeah, she late, Terry. She late. So, yeah, so I got a couple of announcements. When I flip this, I'll talk about the announcements and yeah. So I hope all of you have been having a good week. It's the weekend. Seems like the week goes, well, actually, weeks, months, everything's flying by really, really fast. Um, I will say that projects, we are getting caught up on them. So, you want after. What do you want, Terry? When do you want to see the pre-order stuff? Do you want to see it before or after? Um, yeah, so some of the projects, after. Okay, so we got right now it's just the two of you, so that's probably what we're gonna do. We'll do it after. Um, and my assistant will help me then when it comes to the pre-order stuff. The way this room is kind of situated, it's a little hard for me to kind of keep grabbing things. And and for tonight, I decided that I am not going to use my microphone. So as long as I stay close to this phone, I'm going to be good. Plus, I got my phone plugged in because I think between doing the projects and showing the pre-order, I don't think my battery would make it till then. So, um, are you saying that I'm going to probably forget? Hmm. I'm gonna forget that tote is sitting right over there, right over there, and there's stuff in it. I'm not gonna forget. I'm good at opening my boxes when my order first comes in. I'm being funny. I'm being funny. Um, oh no, no, no. The assistant's not going to forget because the assistant's actually in the other room. She's funny. She's being funny. So yeah, it's been a busy week and I have gotten a lot accomplished. So what was it on Sunday? I planned my cards and my projects for yesterday's Throwback Thursday. Got that done. Thank you guys. You're so sweet. Um, so I took care of this Thursday, and I've also already done and scheduled next Thursdays. And then by Tuesday, I had what I'm doing tonight done, and there's another project that was actually supposed to be my in-person class for last month that yeah, we didn't exactly get the project done. So we're going to do that project. I don't know if it'll be tonight, probably tomorrow, because I got all that stuff like pre-cut and everything and figured out. And yeah, so then I'm gonna try and get everything kind of ahead of the game because going to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning the night before a video should be posting or me doing a live is not acceptable. just no. I mean, if Canva cooperated, um, no. What do you mean my assistant's fault? No, no, you're not at fault at anything. It's just me. I mean, the truth is, I work from home, so I mean, that's an advantage, but after you put in a whole day, you're kind of tired and you don't feel like doing anything, so you kind of put things off longer than you need to, and that's what happens. Yeah, and then of course the pre-recorded stuff, no, I'm not going to blame the assistant if it's on me. I don't do that. I don't blame anything on anybody unless they, hey, if you actually did, then yeah, but no, it's not. What I do is not your fault. So, but yeah, I'm trying to, now that I do my newsletter and I put, what do you call it, the schedule on my newsletter on all the products that I'm using um, for the videos for the month. It's been a little bit easier because I know what I'm going to work with. So once I know what I'm working with, then it's just a matter of figuring out what I'm going to do, and then I can kind of get that done ahead of time. Now, it's probably, I don't know about tomorrow, but um, I don't know, some point this weekend, I have to plan for, let's see, not only next Friday's live, which is going to be that ice cream swirl bundle, but then the next day on the Saturday the 17th, that's my in-person class. And I'm sorry, Terry. My in-person class is going to be the Mediterranean blooms. But I'm gonna set you up though, okay? Because I know you like that sweet, so yep. Well, then you're gonna love next Fridays then. And again, that ice cream swirls bundle is still available. So I haven't even I'm yeah, I know. But you know what? I'll take care of you. There's going to be a little bit of watercoloring going on with that one. So yeah, I'll set you up. I got you, girl. So yeah, so I got to plan the projects for next Saturday as well. So yeah, I know. Couldn't you just wish that you could just blink your eyes and you can go from one place to the other and be there just like that? And you don't have to spend hours on an airplane and around so many people? Yeah, I mean, I would love to make a trip out to Oregon, but yeah, it's a long trip. And what's sad is they're dealing with those wildfires too. And I hate that they're going, well, let me just rephrase that. I hate anywhere that has to deal with those wildfires, because that living around that has to be scary. And my daughter, she lived, and my, wait, back it up, my daughter and granddaughter, they both live near Portland, Oregon. So where they're at, about 40, I think she said like 40 minutes away, there's a wildfire that's going. So I hate that, Oregon, well, California, I've been to California, in the middle of nowhere, in the mountains. I just didn't really feel like, California was me. But Oregon, I loved Oregon. I went in 2019 and I loved Oregon, especially like where she's at. She's not really all too far from the coast. And if you know me, you know nautical, the ocean, the lighthouses, all that. That's yeah, I'm all for that. So when I went, I had like the best of both worlds. I had the ocean and the waves crashing and the lighthouse, and then you can turn around and there you see, like, the mountains and those big majestic pine trees. And yeah. So, oh, you have no Walmart out by you, Terry? There's no Walmart in California? Um, Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do now, I think I'm gonna flip this camera down to my work surface in Oregon. Hmm, I'm confused. Oh, okay. So Terry, you said that you needed a Walmart. Okay, you got me confused, honey. If you can, oh, you can't live in the middle of nowhere. Okay, I get you. Yeah, because when I went out there to visit, yeah, you had to drive a ways if you wanted to go to an actual grocery store or whatever. So, yeah, for some reason, California, I just did not feel like I belonged in California. I'm an East Coast girl. I'm from New York, okay? So, Long Island, yeah. I'm not, yeah, I've been more there. And really, as far as living, the furthest west I've been is Cleveland, Ohio. And now I'm down here in Memphis. So, yeah. Okay, so let me go ahead and let me flip this and we will get started. So, if you get motion sickness or whatever, close your eyes and I will let you know when you can open them. Where did, oh my gosh. You know what I know? You know what I just noticed, guys, that I forgot to do? I forgot to put my okay, let me ask you. So I think this is something that's on Android phones. I don't think it's on what do you call it? On Apple or iPhones or whatever. But if I knock one button on the side of my phone, I I get this Bixby thing that opens up, and I don't want nothing to do with that thing, and it's just very, very annoying. Let me again. Hold on. I gotta slide this over because it keeps on wanting to put that on, and I'm not interested in Bixby. Um. Okay. All right. So let me talk about what's currently going on. So again, in my newsletter, it did go out this past Tuesday, and I held off on sending it out because I wanted to add the two new kits that Stampin' Up! Added to the online store. And there was a couple of other things as well that was advertised that I wanted to get it all in there. So like I said, my video schedule is in my newsletter. Things that are happening, offers and things like that going on with Stampin' Up. And also what I am doing as far as like any in-person classes. And the one that I'm doing next Saturday is listed there. Um, if you are local to me here in Memphis, I'm going to be featuring the Mediterranean Blooms suite. That's the suite in the annual catalog that has like all the oranges and the lemons and stuff like that in the paper. So if you are interested in that, it'll be at 11 a.m. At the moment, there is no cost to my classes because my classes have been pretty small, but in the future, if it grows and gets bigger, I may charge a little bit, and that only covers the cost of, the supplies and all that. So let me go through what's going on. So in the month of July, for every $50 that you spent, you earned a $5 coupon. It's our bonus days promotion. So now July is over. We are now into August. So now this is the month to where you can redeem those coupon codes. So just as an FYI, I'm just going to put this out there up front. When I show you what I got in my pre-order, the pre-order is kind of big. It's not the whole catalog. It's kind of big, but the only reason why I was able to do that was because I had those coupon codes, and I also had some product credit too from last quarter. So that's how my order's a little bit bigger. But in the month of August, you can redeem those coupon codes. Uh, Next is the designer series paper sale that's currently going on. This is going on from August 6th through the 31st, and it's all of the DSP, not the specialty DSP, but the regular DSP that's in the annual catalog. So, for example, that Mediterranean blooms that I was speaking on earlier. Normally the package of paper would be $12.50. Right now it's on sale for $10.62. And if you're a demonstrator, you get a discount on your discount on top of that as well. So again, this is just the DSP, not the specialty DSP that's in our annual catalog. Then the tax the school tax holiday is still going on in some states. Now a lot of them it's already done. Currently Florida's is still going on until August 11th. Massachusetts, yours is tomorrow and Sunday. And then Texas is currently going on, and theirs will be done on Sunday. So only a few states that are left on that, and that's basically our adhesives, our markers, what else, like grid paper, the paper snips, things like that, the watercolor pencils and the Stampin' Right markers. Those are the things that are included in the tax-free. Also, now when I did my pre-order, I ended up doing the one thing that most demonstrators tend to forget to do until they remember after they submitted the order. This is just a printout of what the cover of the new mini catalog looks like. This catalog will start it'll go live to customers on September 4th. Right now, demonstrators can pre-order out of this catalog. Everything basically is available. There's like these die cuts, I think they are, or there's something, but it's in French. That right now, that's the only thing that's not available. Everything else is still there. I think actually there's a stamp set that's currently on back order. I do have that one, but it is going to be back soon because all of the stamp sets, Stampin' Up does make that in-house, so it's not coming from overseas or anything. So this is our new mini catalog, and this is our current annual catalog. If you are not working with a demonstrator and you would like a copy of either one of these, in the description of the video is my email. Just simply send me an email with your full name and your full mailing address. Let me know if you want either one or if you want both. Now, I do, what was it? At the end, by the end, wow, I can't talk tonight, and I apologize up front. So for the month of July, Stampin' Up opens up to demonstrators to where they can do a bulk mailing of catalogs to their customers. So I had done that for a good, for some people. And so you should be seeing your catalog sometime this month. All demonstrators they send a catalog to, I have not even gotten that paper copy yet, but when I did my pre-order, yeah, I also, gypped myself with some Stampin' Rewards, which I usually don't do things like that. So when I called up Stampin' Up, and they were able to correct that and fix that, well, then that's when it hit me that I forgot to order catalogs. So the guy that I spoke with was really, really super nice, and he added those catalogs to that order for me. Now, yes, I did pay for them. And so they're supposed to be showing up tomorrow. So if you need a catalog, just shoot me an email and let me know. And I'll send this one or both out to you. So right now I think that is basically it. So now let's get into the projects because we've been on here for like 20 minutes now. So we gotta get it going so we're not here for like 2 hours. Because like I said, the pre-order, there are some stuff in there. Okay, so what are we using tonight? We are using the Magnolia. Terry, she did that mailing thing too, because I kind of helped her. So, yeah, she had gotten you, and it's just a matter. Hopefully, sometime this month, because again, when we submit that, we don't know exactly when they're going to get shipped out. So, and then of course you're dealing with the post office. So, again, hopefully you get it sooner rather than later. But I know you do have one coming. I know you have one coming. So, Magnolia Mood. This set is currently an online exclusive. This is not in any of our catalogs, and it's been out for a few months now, and this was actually my first time playing with it. So this is what we're working with. The cards are, they're not difficult cards. They're fairly, easy cards. I've come to learn, let's not go crazy and do something that's totally, insanely overdone, and then we spend so much time on them. But the last card that we will be doing some coloring on that one using our stamping blends. Okay, so to start off, my card base is a piece of Misty Moonlight that measures 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. I have a piece of basic white that measures 5.25 by 4. And then out of scraps of boho blue, I have die cut these 3 flowers. And then out of Misty Moonlight, I die cut these leaves here. Leaves and a stem. And I cut those out of the Misty Moonlight. Let me move these lights a little bit. It looks like it's a little dark. Okay. So let's set this all aside. And then this stamp set, I'm going to use the greeting that says, "Thank you for being you." And this is a red rubber stamp set. So I don't have the labels on these. So I'm going to have to line this up on my block. So that way I can try and stamp this straight. Now what I do is I look at the greeting and I try to line it up with the bottom edge of my block. So as long as I look at the bottom of the block, make sure that's straight, then my greeting should stamp straight as well. So I'm going to stamp this in Light of Navy ink. So I'm going to do that first. Okay. Ink this up. And then I'm going to stamp this. I'm going to kind of get on my tippy toes here. And I'm going to stamp this right over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring this down some. Let me stamp this first. So that way I don't have some kind of ink catastrophe here. I'm going to move the camera down some. Whoops. So I'm not doing like any die cutting. So we're just going to be assembling. At least I don't think we're doing any die cutting. I think I already did all that. Okay, so I'm going to take my card base. I'm going to fold and burnish that. Okay. And then I'm going to adhere this basic white panel to my card base. Put that right right there. Okay, so then for all these pieces, now I did not put any adhesive on the backs of these, so I'm going to be using my glue and some mini dimensionals. So I'm going to use my mini dimensionals on these boho blue flowers, and I find that it's a little bit easier for me to put these little mini dimensionals on these using my take your pick tool. Whoops. Okay, just add a few of them so that way they're not all floppy and there's no sagging. Okay, so I have that done. Now I'm going to bring in my liquid glue. And for this part, I do not need much of this at all. This is our Tombow multi-purpose glue, and it does have a latex in it. So you don't need much, and it sticks very, very well. So I'm going to add just a little drop on the top, kind of like on the bottom here of my one leaf. And I'm going to stick that right up here in this corner. And then this trio of leaves here. Now on these parts of the leaves here, they do have these little slit marks in them, so I don't want to go crazy on the glue to where the glue will end up oozing out. Okay, need a little bit more. That's not going to stay. Okay, so then this one is going to go down in this corner right here. Okay, and then my double leaf here. Add some glue to this. And I'm going to add this one right about here. Now I have my sample card off to the side, so that's why I know where to lay these down. Now, when I did my original, what I did was I took these and I kind of placed them down where I wanted them to go, and then I just lay down these leaves and then put this on top of it. And then for our last piece, okay, and I'm going to take this one, kind of place this one up here. Okay. Then I'm going to take these backings off. Okay, and then I'm going to place these down over these leaves like so. And I'm not going to press these down because I want to make sure that I got them in the right place. Let's see, this one will go like right over, oops, kind of tuck that under here like so. And then our last one, Which blue is it that you like? Is it the, Terry, is it the Boho blue, this one, or is it the Misty Moonlight? Okay, and then this one will go right over here like so. Okay, and then let me close up my glue. Then for my embellishments, I'm going to use the Adhesive Back Sparkle Gems. These are in our annual catalog. These are really pretty. You got champagne, black, and white. So for this one, I'm going to use my white ones. I'm going to take one of my larger ones, place that one right there, and then two of my smaller ones. One will go there, and one up here. Now we're not done with the bling on this. I'm going to bring in my Wink of Stella, and I'm going to brush some of this on these boho blue flowers. Okay, so there is the first card. On to the second one. So we'll put that aside. Now let's bring in what I'm using for the second one. So I'm going to take first I'm going to take this stamp and I'm going to clean it. And try not to put my finger in the ink. And then this one is we're going to use the happy birthday on this one. Okay. And this one too, I'm going to line this up so that way it is straight. Okay. And then for this one, I got for my stamping the Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And on this one, pull out all my pieces. So again, everything on this, I went ahead and die cut ahead of time. So I have a piece of Calypso Coral. This measures 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. And let me burnish that. And then I have a piece of Very Vanilla. This measures 5 1/4 by 4. And I had ahead of time embossed it using the Exposed Brick 3D embossing folder. So this is a nice embossing folder that carried over into our annual catalog. So that's still available. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to adhere this to my card base. Okay, I'm going to center that like so. Okay, and then I had die cut this larger flower piece out of Calypso Coral, and I am going to add some adhesive to this. And I'm just going to go into these bigger spots here. I'm not going to worry about all these little thin pieces here. Okay, one more down here. Okay. And then I'm going to place this with a little bit adhesive poking through. Okay, and I'm going to place this right over here. Okay, and then out of Very Vanilla, I die cut this label here, and that comes from the Stylish Shapes dies. So on here, I am going to stamp my happy birthday on it, and let's hope that we get it straight. Okay. Move that up. Okay. This greeting just fits. We got it. Wow. I'm impressed with myself, guys. I got it straight and the camera's rolling. Okay, so we got that cleaned up. And let me get rid of that and move that out of the way. Okay, so then on the back of this greeting, I'm going to add some adhesive. And then I'm going to take, this is the black, is this the black and Very Vanilla large check ribbon. This is in the annual catalog. So I'm going to place this on the back like so. And then I'm going to bring in my snips that are for cutting ribbon. And I'm going to angle cut these ends here. Like so. And then I'm going to bring in my dimensionals. And I'm going to add 3 of them on the back of this. Yeah, this ribbon is nice. I mean, we had the black and white gingham, and we had, this came out, this is actually, I think, from our holiday mini last year, and they had carried it over, so we actually had 2 of them, but with the new catalog, they carried this one over, and they retired the other one. Okay, so then I'm going to take this and add this right here. And then I'm going to bring in those embellishments again. And this time I'm going to use the black ones. So I'm going to add a larger one here. Another one there. And then one more. Come on. I'm going to put one more up there. Okay, so there is our second card. So far the cards are going together pretty quickly. The next one, we're actually doing a little more work on that one. So that one's going to take just a little bit longer to do. Okay, so for the third one, let's see. The third one. So this one, we're going to be doing some coloring on this one. And this one, I think I'm going to have to stamp and then actually die cut on these. So let me see, make sure I got everything here. Okay, so I have a piece of Old Olive. That measures 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. I have a piece of pecan pie that measures 5.25 by 4. I have a piece of basic white. This measures 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And I embossed that with the Distressed Tile 3D embossing folder. So I went ahead and I did that ahead of time. And then, let's see, I'm going to set that aside. And then out of a scrap of basic white, I had die cut this label, and this too came from the Stylish Shapes dies. Okay, and then I have, this is a piece of, let's see, this ribbon, what is this ribbon called? This is in our online exclusives. This just came out with our new batch of online exclusive items. This is the cream woven ribbon. So this ribbon is actually, it was a bit wide for what I was going to put on my project. So I had taken a piece of it and I just cut it in half. Okay, so for this, I have blends. I'm going to be coloring them in using my light and dark petal pink and the light old olive. And then I'm going to be stamping my images using Pecan Pie ink. So I have a scrap of basic white. And let me pull out the stamps that I'm going to use. So I'm going to use that flower, this flower, the smaller one, and the leaf. So basically in this stamp set, with my projects, I've used all of these stamps. Okay, so then let me get my blocks and put these on here. So I am going to have to die cut these. And I'm going to cheat that I know I should be using when I'm doing a video. And of course, it's all Stampin' Up stuff. I should be using my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. But, yeah, my hands and, from doing all the stuff that I was doing, they still kind of hurt a little bit. So I'm going to be easy on my hands here. So I do have an electronic die cutter sitting right over there. So I'm going to use that. Okay, so let me ink these up. Since this one's bigger, I'm going to take the ink pad to it. And let's see, where am I going to stamp this? Let's see, right here. And this one, I don't think, they don't have this listed as a distinctive stamp set, but with that realistic, photorealistic type of shading and on it, I'm surprised it doesn't say that it's distinctive. Okay, so there's that one. And then we have this one here. Another flower. And then we have this leaf. Okay. So if you had seen, oh, I don't even know how long ago it's been since I had done it. I did the stippled roses, I think that was the name of it. It's a stamp set that did carry over from the mini catalog that we had earlier in the year. I had stamped the images with the colored ink, and then I colored them with the blend. So instead of using like a gray or the black, I used the color. So when I colored over the images, it just had a really nice, the colors just melded together really, really well. Okay, so on these flowers, I'm going to start off with my light petal pink. Now, because these images have all this shading on it, I'm not so worried about, you know, doing the whole blending of the colors. So I'm just going to go through with my light, and I'm going to color in all of these blooms. And even, like I said, even though that there's shadow on here, I'll add a little bit more. Just basically going over these shadow marks using the dark petal pink. Okay, and then we got over here. Okay, so now for the big one. I don't know if the light petal pink is so light that I don't know. Is it really this light, or is my light petal pink on its way out and I need a new one? And then the question is, do I have a spare set in the drawer with my extra blends, or do I need to order another set? Some of these blends that I have are actually from when when they first came back. So years ago, we had our alcohol markers were blendabilities, and you had 3 shades, a light, medium, and dark of the color of some of the colors, and there were quality issues with it, so they basically took it off the market. They tried working with the manufacturer on them, and I mean, people were complaining that, you know, they just got them. Maybe they only used them once and they were already drying up. So Stampin' Up took them off the market, and it had been a couple of years, and then they came out with the Stampin' Blends. And some of these blends I've actually had since then. It's just I haven't used them a whole lot. So sometimes when you go to use them, you just don't know, you know, what's the state of them. Are they going to be somewhat dry and you have to replace them? So I'm taking the light old olive, and I'm coloring these leaves, and you will see as soon as I get this colored, you will see how nicely that green just kind of blends in with the pecan pie on that leaf. So let me do all the leaves for here. Now I know Old Olive is a set that I use it a lot, so I have replaced my Old Olive a couple of times now. So I'm kind of getting a little excited now. We're into August. So you know what that means. Fall is right around the corner. And in past years, okay, confession, I love pretty much anything pumpkin spice. So usually like in Sam's Club, they will have the Starbucks pumpkin spice K-Cups. And hey, it's August. If it's in the store, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to start drinking it because I just wish I could find a place to live where it would be like fall all year round. I mean, the temperature is perfect. I mean, I will tell you the one thing I do miss about living in Ohio. I mean, fall would actually start like early September. So you know, your temperatures would be cooler and all that, and you know, the leaves on the trees are already changing color. Here it'll be what, probably sometime in October, November when the leaves actually start changing. So I'm a little disappointed because it also stays warmer down here longer. And truthfully, I don't like the heat. I like when it's cooler. Oh, and I do want to say this, that earlier in the week, prayers going out to, you know, all my friends and, well, I consider them family that live up there in the Cleveland, Ohio area. They did get some severe weather. I think, was it on Tuesday? It was one of the days during this week. I think they said that they had like was it more than one, like an EF1 tornado? And so a lot of them, I think there were like I'm trying to remember, I think was there like 348,000 people without any power. So prayers going out to all of you. If I was still living there, I would be without power. So, okay, so I've colored all of those in. And then I'm going to take the dark and I'm just going to kind of fill in this middle part and just go over this shaded area. And I know those of you that are down there in Florida and up along the coast that you got some nasty weather too from that Hurricane Debbie. A lot of rain, and evidently it was a very slow moving storm, so some places got hit with a lot of flooding rain. Okay, and I'm going to come in here. Again, I'm not overthinking this and worrying about blending because there is that shading from the stamp itself. Okay, so now that I did that and my hand is kind of bothering me a little bit, like I said, I'm cheating. So I did invest a couple of months ago in an Empress. And I will tell you that, I guess you can tell that I definitely have been using this thing. I try not to use things that you're not able to get, in their Stampin' Up product. But typically I do all my die cutting ahead of time. It's just for this part here. Yeah, evidently I decided to do the stamping while I was on with you guys. So this is one of those rarities that, okay, I'm doing some die cutting, and so I'm going to cheat here. And I will tell you this thing, it's not cheap. It was definitely an investment, but I did get it on sale. I got it off of the Anna Griffin? Yeah, Griffin. Um, Off of her website, they had, what was it? Was it a 15, I think it was like a 15% off sale. So that's when I bought it. Okay, so let me put this leaf on here. And so this is a magnetic plate here on here. So we did have a magnetic plate for our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, but we were just always having issues with it where it'd be warping really, really bad. Okay, so I'm going to step away now. I don't have what do you call it, the microphone on, so when I step away, I may not be as loud as I am right now because I'm in front of the phone. So I'm going to be right back, and hopefully this thing doesn't make a whole lot of noise. Be right back. But easy peasy, nice and quick. So I'll take these off. And this die cut's really, really nice. Okay. And then get these little bits off here. All right. So let me move this out of the way. Okay, and then on this piece here, I'm going to stamp my greeting, and I didn't pull the greeting out. The greeting I'm going to use is, it says, just a note to let you know that you are loved. And I'm going to pull that out. And actually what I should do first, so that way it has a chance to dry, we're going to do a little spritzing on this piece right here. So let me pull in another piece of grid paper that I have, because this will get a little bit messy. Okay, so I'm going to place that there, and then I'm going to take one of my small acrylic blocks and get my Pecan Pie ink, and I'm going to put some ink on here. Okay, and I'll close this up. And then I have over here, I do have a cup with some water in it. Now, this is an Arteza water painter. I do have the Stampin' Up! Ones here somewhere. I just don't know where I put them. So, my water painter, this has some water in it. I want to put a little bit on this block here. Now, to do like this, the splatter, you can do it also with your Stampin' Right marker. You can take the tip of the brush end and you can flick it, you know, in the lid, but you do that enough times, you will damage that brush tip. At one time, like when I first joined, now what I'm going to do with this, I have some water on that, and then I'm just going to tap onto this piece. Okay, so I'm going to take this, I'm going to set this aside so it dries, and I'll put my brush here in this water, and then my block. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this, because if I put that block down somewhere, it's going to make a mess. So I will take care of that when I'm all done. Okay, so I don't need this anymore. So I'm going to let this dry. And then I'm going to go and stamp my greeting here. So let me get this and get it lined up. Wow, I'm having a hard time seeing if this is straight. Still looks crooked. Okay, I think that looks straight. All right. Let me bring in that pecan pie. I will ink this up. And again, I'm going to get on my toes here. And let's hope we got it straight. Not too bad. It's off just a little bit, but it's okay. All right, now time to assemble. So I'm going to fold and burnish my card base. I am going to take this embossed piece that we just splattered, and I'm going to adhere this down to my pecan pie piece. And there's just going to be a little border of the pecan pie. And then I'm going to adhere this to my card base. Like so. And then I'm going to take my greeting. I'm going to add some seal to that. And I am going to place this right down here, like towards the bottom. I'm still on that basic white piece, but I'm coming down pretty low because now I'm going to build up all those flowers on here. So on all of these pieces, I am going to add some dimensionals to these. Okay. Some of these dimensionals, it's like the backing, that paper backing wants to come off on the dimensional. Okay. Got our leaf. And we have this flower right here. Okay. So let's take off the paper backings from our larger flower. Hi Connie, welcome. Okay. And then I am going to place this right about here. And I'm not going to press it fully down yet. And then I'm going to take my bud here And I'm going to place that right over behind it. And then our smaller one. I'm going to add that one right back here. And then our leaf, we're going to tuck that right back there. Okay, I like it. Now we're going to press that all down. Okay, then I'm going to take my Wink of Stella and I'm going to go over, just going to go over the flowers. I find that when I use Wink of Stella over the coloring I did with the blends, that it just makes the color pop a little bit more. It just makes it a little more vibrant. Okay. Then I'm going to bring in these embellishments. And I'm going to use the champagne colored ones now. And let's see, we're going to add one there. And then we're going to take two of our smaller ones, add one there. And then I'm going to add one right in there. Okay, and then one more thing. What did I do with that ribbon? Here we go. So again, I cut it in half so it is fraying. So I think if I can get this bow created without it fraying more, it just has that nice, I don't know, like vintage type look to it. I just found that when I use the ribbon, you know, when its actual thickness, that the bow was just too big for this. Okay. And then I'm going to take, these are some glue dots I have left over from an old paper pumpkin. And I'm going to add two of them. Since this is a little more of a bulkier type of ribbon, I'm going to add two right on the bottom of this flower. Okay. And then I'm going to add this bow right there. And then I'm going to trim this just a little bit. Okay. So let me put these away. So there is the third card. So let me bring in the other two. And this way you can see them while I'm kind of tidying up here before I bring in the other stuff. Let me kind of get this stuff cleaned up. So if you like the projects that I've made tonight, please give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. That does help in growing my channel, which it really has. And it also helps me too in growing my Stampin' Up! Business. Last month, there was a lot of growth on this channel based off of one of my monthly Christmas card inspiration videos that I did earlier in the month. And so welcome to all of my new subscribers and new followers. Okay, so if you are just joining, I did make mention that I had received my pre-order from the Holiday Mini Catalog, and I am going to show that stuff to you. I'm just going to tidy all this stuff up so I have the space. Now, if you like these cards and you would like the free card kit for these, so I would die cut these flower pieces out. Now the stamping, I can't do that for you, so you would need the stamp set. Um, the dies, now if you do this, I mean, you can fussy cut it, but if you would like the free card kit, place a minimum $35 order by next Wednesday at midnight on August 14th, and I will send that out to you. And in addition to that, so every month I am, you know, when I do my in-person classes, I'm also as a gift giving everyone like a little free scissor fob. So let me show you the one that I'm giving away this, well, what I'm giving as a gift this month. So because on my class I'm doing the Mediterranean blooms, and it's got the oranges and the lemons. This month's scissor fob is going to be a lemon. So if you do place an order for the card kit, I will also not only include one of those, but also a thank you card as well. So let me just kind of get this cleaned up so that way we got the space. And I think we're good now. So let me kind of move all this. So this is the projects that we made tonight. So very simple, a little more stepped up, but fairly simple and easy cards. Okay, so let me move this tote with all of the project stuff we did. And let me now bring in some of the stuff here. So let me get a sip of water. Okay. So I did ahead of time. Hold on. You're not going to hear me when I walk away. So let me get the stuff. Okay. So the first item that I have, this was one of the new kits that is in the kits collection in the online, online exclusives, online store. And there's my assistant. And she's going to go and pause her video now that she's here. Is your phone on silent?
Yeah.
Because I heard it ringing.
Oh.
Okay, so let me, well, I don't have it pointed out. So why don't you say hello?
Hello.
Everyone, this is Yvonne, also known as Don Newberry in the chat. She's using her hubby's, his YouTube profile. Well, okay, that's not what we're looking at. So in here, let me just quickly explain to her.
Okay.
So they're broken up by suites, and they're all separated by the paper. So
Okay.
all of this over here is all the suites. Then these are bundles here.
I'm just gonna hand them to you and then
Yeah.
take them around. Okay.
So okay, so for this one here, this is the Haunted Home Kit. So this, when I saw this in the mini catalog, it showed that this was going to be a kit. This is a nice size. You do need glue gun to assemble this. The walls on this, they are a heavier cardboard. So the windows have the yellow vellum on them, so you can put a battery operated tea light underneath this so it lights up. So I'm looking forward to putting this together. And actually I had shown my daughter a picture of this, and she actually wants to make this as well. So I'm going to need to get another one of these kits. Okay, so for the first suite that's in the catalog, I'm kind of doing this in order that it is in the catalog. So this one is called the Reindeer Days Suite Collection. So you have the Reindeer Fun bundle. So you have your cute images of your reindeer. And then you have the dies that not only cut out those reindeer, but then it has pieces where you can kind of build a reindeer as well. So this looks like it's going to be really fun to play with. Also, there's real red and white baker's twine. These, I have a feeling, are going to go on back order really, really quickly. These are the real red and white adhesive back peppermints. So really, really awesome. And in this suite, there's also another one of our huge embossing folders. This is the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. So the plaid on it, it's, you know, the lines aren't straight, but it looks really, really cool. And then there's also these book treat boxes, so little treat boxes in here. And then here's the paper. So I did open up the packages of paper so that way I can show you both the sides. So cute reindeer. It's going to be hard to cut into this paper. I'm going to tell you that right now because they are just so stinking cute. And how can you like cut into it, you know, when you know, you use like a print like this and then you're cutting into that. That would just be like wrong. But these are definitely really, really cute. That's nice. I like that. And this is just stinking adorable. Really, really adorable. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. So for those of you living in a hot climate, are you starting to feel cooler now that I'm showing Christmas stuff? Very cute. Got some Christmas trees. Oh my gosh. That's it. Look at these cute reindeer snowmen. That is too stinking cute. Ooh, nice bright red. Okay, so that is the Reindeer Days Sweet Collection. So let me kind of put this stuff in a way so I can move it. I'm going to see how far I can stack things up behind me. Okay, so the next suite of product, this is called Sentimental Christmas Sweet Collection. So you have the Sentimental Wishes stamp set. I love the vintage type of Christmas sets and the paper as well. It just brings back memories, you know, of growing up. So lovely stamp set. And then there are a set of dies. Now the dies are in a little package. And I didn't even show you, well, I kind of showed you the printout, but here's the dies. So these will die cut the stamped images, and then you have this little sprig right here. Okay, so let's set that aside. And then we have the Druzy adhesive backed embellishments. I don't know what Druzy's supposed to mean, but these things are very sparkly. So you got gold, or is that either gold or champagne, and you have some silver. Then there is shaded spruce, satin, and sheer ribbon. And then the paper. I love this paper. It's like I said, it's got a very vintage feel to it. And also with this paper, I do want to make mention that in every holiday mini catalog, Stampin' Up does have a product give back that benefits like some kind of organization. This year it benefits children's literacy. And so for every pack of this paper that is sold, Stampin' Up! Will donate $3 to that organization, and it'll be to different organizations that are around the world. So here is the first side of that one, and then we got this one here. Definitely very, very vintagey looking. Love the trees. Love the Christmas trees. And we got some green stripe. And then the stockings, and I'm sure that that die would end up cutting these out as well. Ooh, that's really pretty. This would be nice for those of you that like to do the scrapbooking. That would make a nice layout page. And then you got these little things of flowers. Ooh, love the red stripe. And then the candles are really pretty too. And another piece that you would be that would be perfect for doing scrapbooking or memory keeping, whatever it is that you call it. So let me kind of move. I'm kind of moving things around. Okay, just take some of these things and kind of set aside. Now I'm going to have to put all of this paper back in the package after all is said and done. Okay, so now this one, I did not show this sooner. If you are a demonstrator, you may know that back in, what was it? Was it the end of June, early July? They did a Creativity Now event, and those who have registered for that were able to pre-order this suite ahead of time. So I had pre-ordered it, but now this is in the mini catalog. So this is called Nest of Winter Suite Collection. So we have the Winterly Treetops bundle. So when you look at the stamp set, there's nothing on here that has any greetings that are for Christmas, so you can use this year round. Have the set of dies. And then there are natural tones linen threads. So we have copper clay, Night of Navy, and garden green linen thread. And then these are the earth tones shimmer gems. So we have garden green, basic beige, and copper clay. And then this suite also has a really large embossing folder. This is the Birchwood 3D embossing folder. I like that they're coming out with these really large embossing folders. Now this paper, we had done some cutting into this. Now other than seeing like the evergreen and the berries, I mean, there's nothing else really on here. Oh, okay, there's the piece. Okay, yeah, we had a piece that we ended up cutting some of these out. And I'm going to show you the card samples actually that we did for that event. So here's one side and another. Pretty birds. Nice pretty green stripe. Whoops, don't fall on the floor. And I believe these birds, the dies will cut these out. Nice pattern. And then we have the birch trees with these birds in them. That's really nice. And there's the back. Little birds are hidden in the, what is that? The Queen's Anne lace? Is that what it's called? That's what it looks like. And then this would be nice. You can actually split this up into 6 pieces to put on a card front. And then there's the back. And then this is a piece that we did cut into. So on one side you have what looks like pussy willows. And then the other side is like the birch pattern. Okay, now let me show you the cards that and the projects that we did for that really quick. So again, a lot of these don't have, you know, they don't say Christmas on them. So this is a great suite of product that you can use year round. I like that Coastal Cabana birds. And then here's another one that this one looks a little more Christmassy. And the last card. And then there was also a little box that we did too, where we used that enamel effects, and we just smeared some of that on with a palette knife. And this is actually the little boxes that will hold a gift card in them. These are in the annual catalog. All right, so let me get those out of the way and move this out of the way. Okay, and then this one is the Snowy Scenes Suite Collection. So this one we have the Snowy Wonder bundle. So you got a snowman, a penguin, a house, a mountain, trees, snowflakes. You can make snow globes from this. And then there is the pool party pom-pom ribbon. Really cute ribbon. And then there are white loose snowflakes. So little tiny snowflakes. These would be perfect for a shaker card. These they're I don't know, they're kind of flexible, so they kind of feel a little rubbery like. So these should glue down nicely, and there's not a lot of lift to them, so you should be fine when it comes to mailing the card with those on it. Okay, so for the DSP, cute, cute, cute. What's nice about this, I love snowmen. The penguins are cute, but I also love snow globes. Nice paper. And I'm thinking maybe the dies would cut these images out. These would be perfect just to put on the card front. More snowflakes. More of the petal pink in it. More snowmen. It's going to be hard to cut into this paper, I'll tell you that. They're just so cute. Cute, cute. Well, of course, the penguins are stinking adorable. Ooh, orange trees. Interesting. Then we got some holly. Ooh, that really grabs your attention, that wavy green line in there. Oh, that pattern, I'm sorry, you stare at that long enough, that's going to bug your eyes out. I'm seeing the lines move on that one. Okay, and then we got some cute houses and some candy canes. Okay, so that is the Snowy Scenes Suite Collection. So we got one more suite. So let me move this aside. My assistants grabbed them from behind me. Thank you, thank you.
Is this all? Sweet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is our fall suite. This one's called Splendid Autumn. So we have the Autumn Expressions stamp set, and we have the set of dies. Now these dies are pretty interesting. These actually create like a frame. So you can die cut this as one whole die. You can fold it in half, and you can have something in the middle. And then it even has like this little chain right here. So you can, it's a nice decorative element. You got some stitched leaves right here. So really, really cool dies. And I really love the fonts that they used on here. You have Grateful for You, Have a Perfectly Lovely Day, Change Can Be Beautiful. Really nice fonts in that one. And also there is the Wild Wheat Rustic Striped Ribbon. Really like that. And then there are the Woven Golden Leaves. These feel like, I don't want to say they're metal, but they are definitely meshed. And saw the concept artist at Stampin' Up! Where they actually took their blends and they did color these a different color. So those are nice. And then another embellishment, the faux glass dots. So we have, looks like copper clay or male Cajun craze, mossy meadow or old olive, and wild wheat. And I think that's that all the colors. See, they don't list the colors on the packaging. No, there's actually another color, and I think, is that pumpkin pie or Calypso coral, one of the two. All I know is that those are really, really pretty fall colors. I'm all about the fall colors. So I'll put that back in there. And then we have the Splendid Autumn 6x6 Designer Series paper. So you do get 48 sheets in this. And it seems like Stampin' Up! Is doing a lot with the paper that looks like it's been painted. Actually, these were hand painted and then made into paper. So they have a lot of these papers currently available now that are kind of like this. They're a scenery. So you got some pumpkins on this one. So in this pack, you got 4 of each patterns. So you have one side that's more like a background and the other has like some kind of print on them. Another green. Some trees. Pretty. That looks like cherry cobbler. A sunset. And we got some purple flowers in here. Two. Okay. Looks like the backs of these have kind of like the same pattern, just a different color. Nice bright blue. Oh, I like this one. With the trees. Looks like crushed curry. I'm coming down to the end here. Okay, so we got this one. That background. And then we have this one here. Pretty, pretty. I'm looking forward to doing fall stuff. Okay. Just hand those over. Okay, so now we're going to do bundles. So this bundle, it's a set of die. It's one die actually, and it's bundled with a 6x6 pack of paper. This is called the Take a Bow bundle. So the paper, let me take these out. So this one, I think you get, how many sheets? There's 48, so I think there may be 6 sheets of each pattern in here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, I'm wrong. There's 11 sheets in here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, there's 12. There's 12 of each pattern. So we have the red and the green, and we have this green. And we got this pattern. Ooh, I like that. Okay, we've got some greenery with berries. And the stripe. Yeah, so you have four different double-sided patterns. So what's cool with this paper, it bundles with this die. Now this die, what's really cool about this, you know your gift bows, you can actually make your own gift bows. Let me show you the die. What I do when I get my dies, I use my label maker to put the name of it, and then I do a printout of what dies are in there. It's easier for me to see the name instead of looking at that little tiny thing when I'm trying to hunt them down. But here is the die. So when you use this die, you cut out all these strips and then you kind of fold them and glue them together to create a gift bow. So this ought to be fun. I'm thinking that maybe a class of doing gift bows and gift tags. Sounds like that would be a fun class to do. Okay. Okay, so this is a standalone pack of paper. This is the festive 12 by 12 glimmer paper. And in here, it's got cherry cobbler, garden green, and granny apple green. And you get 2 sheets. Yeah, you get 2 sheets of each color. So there's the cherry cobbler. Love the glimmer. And then here's our garden green. And then our granny apple green. So definitely, we don't have really any glimmer paper, so I love when they come out with the glimmer. Okay, so this is the Humble Home bundle. So the Humble Home stamp set, and then there is a Humble Home Builder punch that goes with it as well.
Behind, aren't I?
Well, these are the bundles now, so they're going quicker.
Yeah.
This is the Sweetest Star bundle. So you got these cute star-shaped Santa, Mrs. Claus, and a gingerbread cookie. And then there is the coordinating punch. They did show a sample in the catalog where you can punch this out. And using your scoring tool, you can score from each point into the middle. And then you can kind of fold them a little bit to make these look a little more three-dimensional. And then you can create like a small little wreath with it. I thought that was really cute. So definitely going to do that. Oh, this one. Okay, out of the bundles, I'm going to tell you guys, this one just speaks volumes for me because this is so me. This is the More Than Autumn bundle. So you have your cup that could be, it could be coffee, it could be hot cocoa, it could be cider, it could be eggnog, it can be whatever. So you have your cup, you got your whipped cream, you got marshmallows and sprinkles and candy canes, cinnamon stick and a straw. You got pumpkin, apple, a heart, a gingerbread man, a piece of pumpkin pie, a donut, and then you have these, the fonts are really, really cool on this. And then on the dies, you got the words that, it hot and cocoa, apple, pumpkin, spice, season. Oh, and then there's even the little dies that has the, what is it, the latte and coffee on them as well. I am definitely going to have fun with this bundle because, like I said, I'm all about pumpkin spice and apple cider and all of that. So, yeah, we are definitely going to be doing something with this one. I'm just waiting just a little tiny bit before is this all of it?
Yep.
Okay, wow, we kind of got through this pretty quick. Okay, so these are standalone stamp sets. So this one here, the Sketch Plaid, this one's been out for a while. This is in our annual catalog. I just had not purchased it yet, so this was in my order. There's Yuletide Village, so you have these nice like a church and these house images that you can stamp and color in. Then there's Warms My Heart, so you have again images that you can color in. Um, Fall, so you got Christmas and you have fall, so looking forward to playing with that one. Then we have Snowman Hugs. Okay, so I'm going to just tell you, this is Frosty right here, and this snowman right here, this is the Jimmy Buffett snowman. He's got his Hawaiian shirt on, he's got his parrot. So, yeah, when I saw this, I'm like, yep, yep, yep. Love that snowman. And then there's another stamp set in there that I did not get, not yet, but it's a Santa Claus with on a surfboard with a drink in his hand. That one was pretty funny. Then we do have our religious set. Now this is the only religious set that we have in our holiday mini. I don't know. It's possible we may come out with another one, maybe in our online exclusives. I'm not 100% sure, but this is a standalone not die set, stamp set. And this one was designed by Million Dollar Sales Achiever Cindy Fodor. As a matter of fact, in our that bundle that I showed you, the one with the More Than Autumn, I didn't mention on this one. This is another Million Dollar Sales Achiever set. Joe Golden had designed this one. So thank you, Joe, for a really cool bundle. And I love this one too. Then we have the Caring Leaves. So a very simple two-step stamping of the leaves. Now there's no dies to this, so if you want to cut these out, you would have to fussy cut them. And then the two greetings, some things never change, and you're simply the best. And then the last item I have here is a background stamp. This is called Falling Snow. So that'll make a nice background. And you can even emboss that as well with some embossing powder. Okay, everyone, so that is my pre-order. So that's quite a bit of stuff. And again, no, I did not order the whole catalog. I was able to get this much because of some a quarterly product credit that I received, along with Yeah, and my coupons and everything. So that's how I was able to do a little bit of a bigger order. Now, this catalog too doesn't have as much in it as our previous one. And the one thing that I will make mention that in this holiday mini catalog, there is no Halloween stuff in it at all. So currently, the Halloween stuff that we have is in our online exclusives. There is one builder stamp set called Pumpkin Patch, and then there is a bundle called Potions and Spells that are in there. I'm kind of hoping that, when we get another set of online exclusive stuff, maybe there'll be more that comes out. Now, there's no paper or any embellishments. So they are Stampin' Up is saying, because we had close, they did take on close to my heart. So some of those makers are now Stampin' Up demonstrators, and some of their product they did take that on. So originally, like all the ink pads and the papers and some of the other products that they had scheduled to come out were only available to those makers and also their customers that were already subscribed or registered or whatever with those makers ahead of time. So my understanding is that there is going to be like a Halloween paper that's coming out that will then be available to everyone, and I believe that's probably going to come out in September. So that stuff's not in the catalog, so kind of keep an eye out in the online exclusives out on the website. And like I mentioned, that haunted home kit, that's where you will find that too. So again, thank you everyone for being with me here tonight. We did go a little bit longer, but I did want to share, my pre-order with you. I hope you like tonight's projects that I made. So if you like them, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel and then hit the little notification bell. That will let you know when I post a pre-recorded video and also when I go live. And again, if you want to see the schedule of what I'm going to be doing as far as my videos go every month, I have that in my newsletter, including what I'm doing for in-person classes. Now, I am doing a monthly Christmas card club for those that are local who would like to make their own Christmas cards throughout the year. Now, there really hasn't been any interest, and I don't know if maybe it's because it's summertime and all that, and people just don't want to think about Christmas yet. So I did pause it for July and this month, and now that we have our holiday mini catalog, that's going to be going live in September. I'm going to start that back up again. So that happens on the first Saturday of the month. And if that first Saturday happens to fall on the holiday or there's some other commitment thing or whatever where I can't do it, then I'll schedule it typically for the following Saturday. And then again, I do a monthly in-person class as well. And this month I will be doing it next Saturday on the 17th, and I'll be featuring the Mediterranean Blooms suite. We're going to actually do a little bit of watercoloring on that one. So if you are local to me and you are interested in that, um, you can send me an email, let me know. I am taking the RSVPs by next Thursday. So just let me know, so then that way I can prep enough, card kits for everyone that'll be here. So again, if you would like to receive my monthly newsletter, that link is also in the description of this video. So I think I covered everything. Again, remember the regular DSP paper, the DSP that's in the annual catalog. It's currently 15% off. So if there is a pattern of the paper, it's not the specialty paper, but if there's a pack of paper that you really, really like in the annual catalog, be sure to get your hands on them. Again, 15% off, and this sale goes on through the 31st. And then if you earned any of your bonus day coupons in July, this is the month to redeem them. So if you have any, go ahead and redeem those. And again, there's just a couple of states that are left on the back to school tax holiday. And then again, like I mentioned with the catalog, if you're not working with a demonstrator and you would like a paper copy of the September through December mini catalog, or if you would like even the annual catalog as well, just send me an email with your full name and mailing address and let me know what catalogs you want, and I'll be sure to get them out to you. And again, if you would like the card packets of the projects that I made tonight, place a minimum $35 order in my online store by next Wednesday, the 14th at midnight, and I will send you the card kit. And then other than the thank you card, I will also send you one of these lemon scissor fobs as well. So again, thank you everyone for joining me. I'm going to get off of this because we're coming up close to 2 hours. So I thank you for joining me. Everyone have a great I can't talk, the rest of your evening, and enjoy your weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye bye. Have a blessed one, everyone.